this is what I've been doing lately. It is, well, a long time now actually, but it's my Nightingale cosplay from Skyrim, and it's definitely my, I'm gonna call it my second cosplay, even though it's technically my third because this is the second one I've made myself. So I'm pretty stoked. It's gonna be for Anime North 2015. Shout out to Jax. Hopefully we'll get our costumes done before then, long before then, because last time I stayed up the night before finishing my Sheik from Legend of Zelda, specifically Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which was fun. But yeah, so what I've been working on so far is obviously I've got my wig. The mask is done, minus the weathering I have to do to it still, because it's still solid black and it looks cool, but it's not really that realistic. I also have my shoulder guards done, which are lots of fun. See? Yeah. And as you can tell, I've got a little bit of detail that I've done. These are actually buttons, there's one on each side. The materials that I use for this costume, any kind of armor type thing. So my shoulders, the arm guards, the knee guards, and my leg guards are all made from a black, slightly stretchy, hence the stretch, vinyl, which is about $14.50 per meter. It's kind of an outdoor material, so you can usually find it in black's common color, so it's easy to find, get your hands on. Most fabric stores have it. All this lovely detailing, it's kind of hard to see on here, but along each edge there's cording, and the best way I found to put the cording on was to hand sew it on. So it's been a lot of countless nights after work and on my lunch breaks hand stitching it on, because using the machine I don't have enough control with it, and it's all, well, it's a tube, so the machine doesn't really want to go over it. It likes to go over flat things. Since we're on the topic of shoulder guards, the one thing that I found with them is they slide down. I used a D-ring here to help keep it around my arm, hence this flap. This is the back of my black vinyl, so what I do to get rid of that is I've actually done it on one of these. This one here. You see it's black. I've painted it using black fabric paint and allowed it to dry. It still keeps its stretchiness, you can still wash it, and it gets rid of that horrible white, because against everything else, which is all black, you can really see it, even when you move, even though it's underneath. So eventually I'm going to have to repaint everything that I haven't painted yet. So the D-ring's purpose is to keep it tight around my arm, but as you can tell, it still likes to slide. So I was thinking I was going to have to attach them to the chest piece slash neck piece, but I'm going to try not to do it that way, because the material I'm using for that is actually this really thin, very stretchy pleather, and if you're moving a lot, it's probably going to rip, would be my guess. At some point I'm going to have to replace it, and I'd rather not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a strap and I'm going to sew it into the top of both these underneath, and it's going to be a black vinyl strap, and I'm going to have it so it sits behind my shoulder, behind my wigs, so they'll stay up, because they'll be keeping each other up, and that way I can move all I want, and hopefully it won't come down. I might also do one across the front as well, I'm not really sure. So I'm going to try that first, and if that doesn't work I can always unpick it and then go with attaching it to the chest piece that I haven't made yet. Other things that I've done, obviously, this is the arm guard, as you can see, there we go. The gloves for the Nightingales are fingerless, and I couldn't find fingerless gloves where I could take the whole thing off that was long, so what I did was I went online on eBay and I got these lovely black gloves that have fingers for about $1.30. and I had them shipped in to me, and it comes off. As you can see, it's nice and long, so I can attach everything on the actual gauntlet or arm guard to it. So pretty much what I did was I opened up the very tips of the fingers on the glove. I kept all the excess fabric and I just rolled it in to the finger where I wanted it to stop, and then I just sewed it in place. That helps it from not rolling down when you're wearing it. Otherwise, I found this out when I was working on another cosplay, that if you cut off fingers and just do a little tiny sewing at the top, it'll roll in on itself, which is really uncomfortable and looks horrible. So if you do it this way, I've got fabric rolled in under the whole length of my finger. It's comfy, it's padded, and it stays. Something else I did with these here, these little diamond-like things up here, they're made out of vinyl, and I just did that, used that cording and hand sewed it around for the pattern for the Nightingales. And I just sewed it directly to the glove since the glove comes off. I don't want to wreck my cat suit, so I'm glad it didn't have fingers on the cat suit. Take these off here. For attaching this, I'm gonna have to put a couple more, but I just used snaps. They're easy to sew on. You literally just hand sew them on to the pieces you want to stick together. Apparently I can't take them off. I'm right-handed, by the way, so that's why I'm having issues right now. Not because they stick, because I don't have nails. There we go. Because I play piano. Come on. Ah, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna add some more because they're sticking up in a couple places. You can probably see them better on this here. This is one half of the snap, and the other half of the snap is obviously in the corresponding spot on my glove. They're great. I pretty much use them for everything. So I'm just gonna snap one of these back on so it stays. And there goes a shoulder guard. For attaching this, these straps won't be this long. I plan on putting possibly fur underneath it. I'll link to her. Beebichu did a amazing rendition of a Nightingale cosplay. I actually came across hers first, which is why I got into trying to make this cosplay. So she's been really great. She helped me out a lot. I contacted her about the kind of hood cloak thing that the Nightingales wear and what she did for it, because it's not actually a cloak and it's not actually a cape. It's a cross between the two, which I'm referring to as a cloak. And obviously there aren't patterns for that, and she kind of pointed me in the direction of the patterns that she used, so I'll link to her. You should check her out. She does awesome work, and she loves Skyrim, so a lot of her stuff is Skyrim. But yeah, I'm gonna cut these shorter because I'm gonna probably put fur under it, possibly as an add-on that I can easily take off, which is an idea from Beebichu. She did that and I thought it was amazing. It looked gorgeous, and I'd love to try it since I've never worked with fake fur before. But yeah, overall, I only got the one arm guard done. It took me 2 days pretty much to finish this one piece, and I gotta add more snaps, 2 more snaps I think. Now that I've worn it, it's not sitting right on the hand. It looks kind of weird at bunches. Let's see, it kind of makes a hole right here, so I'm gonna snap that down to prevent that, to make it a bit more snug on both sides. And I've got to paint the underneath. It's black. Just gonna take this off because it's sliding too. There we go. So yeah, that's those parts. The next part, can you see this? Kind of, sort of. There we go. It's a bit better. I have one knee guard done. It's my own design. I made it so there's actually like there is a bend in it, so when I bend my knee, it goes with my knee really well. Again, it's attached using a single D-ring, but it's sliding too, which is great because I'm not really sure how to fix this. I might have to put a strap from the top of my knee guard. When I get the skirt done, there's a belt under it that you can't see, I might have to make it so it attaches to the belt. So, hello, what are you doing? That is why I don't like Google Chrome. It randomly pops up on me. I've got to fix that.